ISUPK.
We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men, free men tonight. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Never let them run us down. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men, free men tonight.
Man, you understand? When one of us get killed, y'all ready to march. What has marching done since Martin Luther King marched? Marching hasn't done a goddamn thing but made you look weak. Right. You understand? But made you look weak. But guess what? Guess what? When Asian people had a problem with America, they went to war. You understand? They went to war. When Arabs had a problem with white people, they went to war. Right. Black man, let me ask you a question. What happened to your fear? What happened to you? You're supposed to go to war for your own, man. But yet, y'all just laying over and y'all just dying. Y'all just letting the white man kill you. You understand? Y'all just letting the white man kill you because you simple. You understand? It doesn't take nothing. It doesn't take nothing to satisfy you, man. A blunt and some drink. That's what's gonna satisfy you, man. If you smoke weed or whatnot, you forget about all the problems of black people for 15 minutes. Guess what? And when you get back sober, the problems of black people gonna still be there. Let's solve it. Let's come together and let's solve it. Let's come together and let's work something out. Let's solve all of our issues in the black community. Let's solve all of our issues in the Hispanic community. Let's solve all of our issues on the reservation. You understand? Let's not ignore it no more. Let's stop being simple. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long will you simple ones love simplicity? Don't forget Akan Garley, man. Akan Garley was killed by this Asian cat named Peter Luane. You understand? Let's not forget about that. Asian people are your enemies too. Right. Let's not forget that. Let's stop being simple. Let's stop being simple for 1 second. Y'all want to love every goddamn body. Y'all love Rush Hour because Jackie Chan in there, man. Y'all love Rush Hour. Y'all think Jackie Chan black. Y'all think Jackie Chan black because he said nigga. You understand? No, Jackie Chan ain't black. Jackie Chan hates you too. Luke Cage hates you too. You understand? Let's stop being simple no more, man. All right? Let's drop that. Give me Ecclesiastes 6 and 13. You understand? What we need to do, I'm going to show you the solution in the Bible. This is what we need to do. We need to separate. That's the antidote. This is what the Most High said. This is what we need to do. You understand? This Bible, this Bible, One, two, three. This Bible right here is a living book. This Bible right here, you understand, it's the antidote to all of black people and Hispanic people's problems. You understand? God gave you the antidote. God gave you the antidote. You understand? He gave you the recipe and a solution. Read.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, verse 13. Separate thyself.
Do what?
Separate thyself.
Read.
Separate thyself from thy enemy.
From who?
From thy enemy.
From who?
From thy enemies.
Black man, Hispanic man, you got enemies according to the Bible. That's right, man. You got enemies. You ain't got friends. You know what I'm saying? These ain't your associates. These are your enemies, man. These are the people that's eating off you, man. These are the people that's support their own people, man. You going inside their stores and they sending the money back to they sending their money back to their kids for them to go to college, for them to become doctors. You understand? They sending their kids to college off your backs. You understand? Off your suffering. They sending their kids to college to become doctors, man. They want you to become the lowest you can be. You understand? They want your kids to be janitors. They want your kids to be nothing. They want your kids to be gangbangers. They want your kids to be drug dealers. But they send their kids and they want them to become doctors. They send their kids and they want to become lawyers, engineers, all of these stuff, man. You understand? That's what you do. You're supporting these other nations. Read.
And take heed of thy friends.
And do. Read again.
Separate thyself from thy enemies.
That's the key word. That's what we need to do. We need to separate. We need to be amongst our own selves again. We need to be amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We need to form our own communities and keep the white man out. We need to keep the Asian man out.
Right.
We need to keep all these people out. That way, our people is going to prosper. Our community is going to prosper. You understand? Read.
Separate thyself from thy enemies, and take heed of thy friends.
You got to take heed of your friends. Your friends isn't Jackie Chan. I'm going to tell you that right now. Your friends isn't Asian. Your friends isn't white. I know a lot of black people saying, I got white friends. Guess what? Those white friends ain't going to give a damn about you. Those Asian friends ain't going to give a damn about you. In fact, they're going to talk about you. As soon as you leave, they're going to talk about you, man. They're going to talk about how dirty you is. I heard it. I heard Asian people talk about us, man. You understand? I heard it. Drop that. Let me get John 4:21. The first thing we need to do, we need to separate. Separate from the white man because he's killing us. Separate from the Asian man because he's killing us. Separate from the Asian man because he's killing us. You understand? We're trying to join amongst them. We want to be a Muslim. We want to be Christian. We want to be Buddhist. But guess what? When you do that, you submit yourselves to them people. When you become a Muslim, you submit yourself to becoming an Arab. You submit yourselves to Arabs, man. You're a second-class citizen to Arabs. Just like we are in Christianity. You're second-class citizens to white people, man. You look at white people as your God. Just like Muslims look at Allah as a God. You understand? Read.
It's the book of John, chapter 4, verse 21. Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me.
First down. We gotta separate. That's the antidote. That's the first thing that we need to do. Kick Shaw Lang out of our community. Kick Jackie Chan out of our community. And stop supporting them, man. That's what we need to do. We need to separate from amongst these people. And then we can work on each other. We can fix each other. We can love one another. You understand? But we're not gonna love nobody unless we fix ourselves. We can't love another black man unless we fix ourselves. Read.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
I know all you Christians out there say you love God, but you can't love God unless you love the brother that look like you. How you gonna love your brother, you know what I'm saying, that you see every day, You understand? You see them homeless brothers walking up and down these streets every day. And guess what you do? You ignore them. You ignore those brothers and those sisters, man. But guess what? The ISUPK, we support them. We feed them. We do what Jesus Christ say, man. We feed his flock. You understand? Y'all ignore them, we feed them. Read.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
If you love God, you guess what? You gotta love that other black man. If you love God, you gotta love that Hispanic man. If you love God, you gotta love that Native Indian man. You can't love God. You can't. One doesn't exist without the other.
Right.
You understand? You can't say you love God and hate black people.
Right.
That just don't make sense.
Right.
You understand? That doesn't make sense. You gotta love the Most High, and you gotta love black people, and you gotta love Hispanic people. You understand? Drop that. Let me get 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. We read it out the book of life. You understand? This is something your pastors do not do. And they ain't gonna never do it. They ain't ever gonna teach you the truth according to this book. You understand? They gonna show you lies. That's all they've been telling you. Creflo Dollar, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, those so-called leaders has been lying to you, man. They've been lying for years, 50 years. They telling you God loved everybody. That's a lie. God loves you. You understand? Read.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate.
And do what?
Be ye separate.
There's that separate, that's that word again. We gotta be ye separate. Be ye separate from all these other nations, man. Be ye separate. If we were separate, then guess what? Account Gurley would never have got killed. If we were separate, guess what? All these nations would stop eating off us. If we were separate, you understand, we would worry about our problems. But y'all wouldn't worry about America problems. America problems don't have nothing to do with you, black man, Hispanic man. You understand?
Right.
You understand? The solution is to separate from America.